Ladies and gentlemen, there are times, as your planetary defense commander, that I have a hard time finding the right risk danger communication words to use with you. And today is one of those times. But let me just say this. It looks like we're going to have, let's call it volcano weather in the Pacific Northwest over the next week. We're talking about super hot temperatures up in Oregon, Washington, parts of Canada, that in areas where most of the people don't even have air conditioning. Or as Taylor Trogdon, the Burninator, puts it, a dangerous and potentially historic episode of heat is forecast for the Pacific Northwest. Consensus exists across the guideline suite that dangerous heat is likely, but surface temperatures are notoriously poorly predicted. Bottom line, this will be an impactful event. But wait, there's more. Lightning plus heat wave is not a good combo, Oregon. You're getting a whole lot of dry lightning happening in Oregon, which also seems a bit like volcano weather. And we're talking like 104 to 107 degrees in Portland, Oregon over this next heat wave. And this will be basically breaking a record set in 1981. And if you were like, hey man, when was the last time we had West Coast volcano activity around the 80s? That would be May 18th, 1980. Mount St. Helens volcano erupted. And so I'm trying not to strike fear into your hearts. Just kind of letting you know my intuition gut. Although I'm feeling a little off because Jupiter has just turned retrograde. Mercury is going direct, and Venus is straight across from Pluto. And I want to know, how did Pluto get to be such a freaking downer all the time? Anyway, hopefully I'll cheer up in the near future. One way you could help me cheer up is I've only got $39 left in my June fundraiser to keep THORnews up and running. And I start my new fundraiser on the 27th for July. So, anyway, I appreciate you guys no matter what happens. Thank you, Nancy, and everybody out there in Asteroid Fight Club. You guys are awesome and amazing. All right, nobody knows what's going to happen next, but if I had to take a guess, I would say we will be getting another tropical storm on July 2nd coming into the Gulf. I do believe we have an atmospheric defense team that does what they can to knock these things down with wind and dry air, but they still have the potential to explode right before they hit the coastline. That is if the atmospheric defense team has not improved since 2019, 2020. Well, there's a chance they've improved, and that's why I think this is going to be a tropical storm. But let's keep our finger crossed and track it the whole way and never let our guard down. Does it get exhausting, never letting your guard down? Sure, yeah, I guess it does. We've only got one sunspot in the sun right now, so maybe that's also why I'm a little low energy. And as someone who's an internal optimist, it's one of those rare days where I'm like, hey man, what if everybody's right and things are just going to get crappier? Huh? What about that? That's not a fun place to be. I don't know how you guys handle it. Anyway, but we got 2 more sunspots coming. So, and Venus will get past the Jupiter line soon. So, this too shall pass. The severe weather bonanza continues with the tiny little spot we are watching today. And then tomorrow we get a whole lot of green with a spot over here, which we are watching for severe weather tomorrow. And once again, the day after tomorrow, we get a much larger severe weather spot. This will probably end up with some orange in it by the time we get there. And then a whole lot of rain for a whole lot of people. And with Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces until the end of July, we're definitely looking out for floods, flooding, and floodiness. And we have not been disappointed. Me using disappointed there was a play on words. Okay, you see, look, Florida's got some red. You get a lot of red down in Mexico. And then you get a shit ton of red up here, man, all the way up into Canada. And they started including Canada in the QPF, which is very nice of them because we're all the Americas, bro. Anyway, we're talking super heavy flooding for the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes areas. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this. That definitely looks problematic, bro. The next 48 hours looks juicy for the USA. And, you know, because I've been on the night shift lately, I was sleeping today, and it rained and thundered all day today. That was. I don't know. I like sleeping with the rain and the thunder. I find it calming. Oh yeah, I had predicted that cryptocurrency would totally get its ass kicked starting in the middle of May to the end of July, and I was totally correct. It pretty much called it to the day. And so I made a badass edited video. It's got a couple laughs in it that is up before this one. If you want to check it out, it updates you on how Bitcoin broke the 30,000 floor today and Dogecoin dropped to 16 cents. And as I've been saying, I'm pretty sure Bitcoin will drop to at least, it'll definitely drop below 20,000 at some point, and I think it could even get to like 10,000 over the net between now and 2023. So just being ready. Some people say, hey man, I'm just going to hold it forever. But like, why not sell at 50,000 and then buy back again at like 15,000? That seems smart. But what do I know? I'm not an investor. I'm just your planetary defense commander. My dumbass invested everything in being your planetary defense commander. Hey. Okay. I still love my job though. Oh, we can have a Titan talk when I get in a better mood. All right, let's lean into the crappy energy. New York Times test finds no identifiable tuna DNA in Subway's tuna sandwich. Oh, geez, man. I'm old, and I'll never understand the weird deal between the USA and Iran. I try to understand it, but still, it's there. It doesn't matter who our president is. We're always pissed at Iran. We shut down one of their websites today for their press, and mysteriously, Iran had its fourth rocket/satellite failure to launch on the 12th. So, I don't know, everybody just keeps on fighting. And remember, before the year, I said there was like a 90 to 95% chance I thought we would see some type of volcano activity on the west coast of the United States this year. But with or without volcano activity, you guys are definitely getting blowtorched, as Brad Carl says. Pressure cooker heat dome to bake Pacific Northwest. But not many residents have AC. It is flooding in France. And that is in England. Paris. I wanted to go to Paris before I died. Selena Gomez thinks that she's been cursed in relationships. Well, I'm a paladin, and we can decurse things. So, yeah, me and Dada Boo, the Florida Webmaster, are definitely watching out for activity around the 2nd of July. Could be a little earlier, could be a little later. But they usually come in pulses about 10 days to 2 weeks apart during hurricane season. And so that's when we're expecting the next one. Etna Volcano is paroxysming. And see, here, when you get like multiple wildfires that start at the exact same time, and it just kind of looks like steam venting out of the earth or heat venting or magma vent, I don't know. I'm just saying. It's no, like we really haven't done a lot of earthquake and volcano science as far as over the last 40, 50 years. That's one of the things, so that's why I don't really I don't want to start any debates, but the whole thing about the carbon tax, I don't think a carbon tax solves anything, and the fact that we really have done very little public research about volcanoes and earthquakes and come up with any conclusions over the last 50, 60, 70 years, it's a weird world, man. Yeah, if we want to be total doomers, like we could see a major earthquake and half the United States fall into the ocean, like Edgar Cayce style. But I don't know. Let's just do the best we can with what we got in the place we are, or whatever. And you know what? Owning crypto, this is my opinion, seems like a full-time job or part-time job, because you got to hold it, and then you got to talk about it, and then you got to watch it, and then you got to talk about it, and then you got to be like a cheerleader, and then you got to treat it like it's your own personal Jesus or whatever. I don't know, man. It's a weird deal. And it's also weird that like the entire YouTube truther community was like, the devil's trying to give us a cashless society. And then like digital currency shows up and they're like, everybody should buy Bitcoin. Oh, well, not everybody, but a lot of them. Woe is me. What if I'm never in a good mood again? Oh, I feel so average and basic when I don't have a sense of humor. I'm like, is this what normal people feel like? I don't know. I enjoy being funny when I can. It's one of my favorite things to do is make people laugh. It just seems to create good energy. So we've got our waning sunspot over here, but then we've got 2 more that'll be turning around. Oh, yeah. I'm hoping to cheer up soon. That's impressive. So this Thursday night, I'm supposed to go to a birthday dinner for one of my old bandmates. And then after that, I'm supposed to go see Sam Turner, Apollo, and the Cactus Cats perform. They play from 8 to midnight this Thursday night under the full moon. It is in Houston at the Red Dwarf. You guys are more than welcome to come. I'm vaccinated, so I'll give you free hugs. Now that I mentioned that, someone will yell at me in comments, yay. But yeah, I would definitely like to be able to afford to go. So if you guys would like to contribute, I promise to continue to try to do a great job for you guys all the rest of the month and through next month. And I don't know, we'll see what happens. Lake Oroville's depleted water levels may force power plant to shut down for the first time ever. Huh. Man, our power grids suck. Yeah, it's going to be a wild summer. But we knew that. We know that. And the summer's going to be better than the winter. I definitely think we need to get ready mentally, physically, spiritually for another crazy, crazy winter. Yo. A Beko volcano erupting in Peshmishir Island, Russia. All right, so everybody stay cool. I will bring you guys updates as the energy allows it. Sorry for being a downer. Doesn't happen a lot. But if you'd like to contribute, only $39 left to go. And I'll accept anything over that. And I've said, my mom bought me a bottle of wine when I helped her move for 10 days last month. And so I've been waiting to open it. And if I make the fundraiser, I'll open it and go live. But if I don't, I still love you and will do my best with what I have. You know what I'm saying? Okay, great. Everybody have a great day. I love you. Stay cool. God bless everyone.